Welcome back to Griffin, Indiana on Farming Simulator 22 for episode 18 with me, MrSealyp. Okay, we have sold today's wood pallets, 41,486. We're into March 2 with no contracts available and no new machinery. I don't think there's any new machinery available. Used vehicle sales? Nope. I have got a few things to sell. We have got a load more silage up at the farm where we took we cut all the grass and put that up there. We might get some contracts up here over the course of the day. We haven't got anything yet. I'll take this back to where it was sort of being stored by the carpentry. We're down to a little over 20,000 litres of wood chips left, so not a huge amount. So that's the first job. Oh, Frey Farms are coming out to check on the watermelon, so we could have a watermelon payday. Fingers crossed, we'll see how that pans out. And then I'm going to buy a plough and we're going to head up to the field we bought in the last episode and we're going to start ploughing. I might start cutting a few trees down, but I won't start wood chipping them. I'll probably wood chip them off camera. I'm just thinking, only because I did the episode cutting down trees, but we'll cut some trees down and using that wood chipper. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll drop the trailer off back at the carpentry, so any more wood pallets that appear we can load up. Back up to 119,000. We've got quite a few watermelon pallets sitting there actually. We've been building them up. So when Frey Farms come out and give us, it's like the man from Del Monte. Remember that? The old adverts. The man from Del Monte. He said yes. So yeah, we might be alright. Around that? Yeah. I put a light in there because I was loading up at night and it just made more sense. So we'll do that there. Start work on our first own field for field use, not just land. I think it's the difference between land and fields, isn't it really? I bought a few plots of land. Oh, our shed chemistry is almost full. Fertiliser, we're up over 90,000 litres of fertiliser. And I'm checking the herbicide actually, that's got to be around the 30, oh hang on, I misremembered, 30,000 litres? We can double check it. We'll grab a tractor and trailer and whiz up and get the silage. I'm just trying to maximise as much money as I can. I've been parking this round here for some reason. I need to put a little, actually what am I doing? Park it over there. And a little, one of the only things I can fit in here I think. Pop out. Let's go and check on this. We're looking at, so, solid fertiliser, 94,808, yeah, herbicide, 31,000 litres. We've still got a fair amount of everything else. I could load a few more bits up, maybe, but we're okay for the time being. I think we're going to be good for a while. And if I start to run low on fertiliser, if we get any more fertilising contracts pop up, then I'll get that running again. So at the moment, I think they're still producing herbicide, but I've turned everything else off. So that's good to go. Yeah, our watermelon, look. Oh. Payday. That's what I want, tractor. I'm going to use the John Deere for when we do the ploughing. The plough I want to get, I think, is going to require 180 horsepower, and this has got 175. I can't remember when we bought this though, whether or not we could upgrade it. I think we bought it with a lower engine capacity, but I don't know how much that's going to cost. I suppose it might not be a bad idea to invest in it. Let's go over to the store. Maybe invest in an upgrade. I'm just thinking if we are going to sell the watermelon, we should get a nice cash injection. Plus we're going to sell some silage now to the biogas plant. Which is, it's not going to make a huge amount of money, but it's there. Like I say, I'll keep an eye on the used vehicle market. I was really hoping I would get a plough pop up. All the things I would really like to have just pop up really cheap. Just thinking while I'm out doing this. If the guys from Frey Farms haven't turned up until I start, I'll go and do the ploughing first, and then we'll load up and see what happens. My house has become a plague pit. Everyone's ill. MrSealyp came back from her trip to Iran and she's got COVID. One of my twins is off sick. Sealy G is off sick. I think the only... I mean, I'm not feeling great, but not like everybody else. So yeah, brilliant. Happy days. Customise. What were we on? Oh no, that's it. 175 horsepower. Why did I think we had the option to change the engine size? Don't know. Maybe the Massey. Well, we can repair it while we're here. We'll just have to hope that with that 5 horsepower deficit, we should be... Actually, you know what? While we might as well buy it. I'm just thinking we might as well get it. So, the one I tend to go for a lot is the one on the end, the Lizard 6MT, 9MT, because at 9 meters, brilliant. It's not mega expensive, but it's fairly pricey, but it requires 320 horsepower. Now, that is the one that you can run backwards. If you run it backwards, you can get away with, see, 9, it's only 19 grand, isn't it? This is only 19 grand, but then the horsepower becomes pretty much a moot point. But there's also this one here, the 6M by Rowley Christie 1. Only requires 180 horsepower, 6 meters wide, 8 grand. I don't think this one can be run the other way though. So the problem I've got is if I get that, oh, you know what I could do? I could lease it. And we'll try it. If it's a problem, you know what, I'm going to do that. Let's lease it, 408. So we'll do the plan with it, and if it turns out it's okay, we'll buy one. If not, then we can always get the other one, just pay a little bit more, bit of a premium. What I'll do, might as well take it with us. It folds up, saves us coming back. I'll just stick it on the front for the time being. We'll fold it. So, another new piece of equipment. I know it's not like me, is it? Bit of an Arthur Daily with the old used vehicle sales at the moment. I will see you in a little while when I'm back at the biogas plant. I think we've got, actually I can't remember, 30,000 litres-ish? Don't know until we're full. I'm sure it's about 30,000 litres up there we've got to collect. We'll bring back, take to the biogas plant, sell that, and then it'll be looking at the plough situation. A bit more tree felling. Yeah. Well, that's the silage sold. So I guess by the time we get back, hopefully a representative from Freight Farms will be there to see whether or not our watermelon are up to standard, whether or not they're prepared to accept to deal with this. Oh, that reminds me. Who is it messaged me? Is it Barris asked me about the carpentry? and it was about which carpentry I was using. It's the packing facility mod that I used on the Western Wilds. So if you go into production chains, and when we go across the bottom, it should come up with packing facility somewhere. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. There we go, packing facility. So the carpentry, sugar mill has the syrup. The grain mill just does extra crops. Spinnery wasn't anything extra. The food factory I used quite a lot, to be fair, and the dairy does soy milk as well. But it's in that pack, the carpentry to get the wood pallets. Then obviously you've got the big packing facility if you want to do everything and get those real big bonus pallets. But that's where it was, just in case anyone else was interested. But I thought I'd mention it because normally if one person asks, other people might be wondering as well. But it looks like they're here. We're about to find out then, aren't we? I guess what I need to do is we'll park this up, we'll take the plough off the front, put it on the back, and then we'll have a chat, I suppose, and find out. So I'll have a look and we'll see what we're at. I mean, we've got months worth here. I mean, it's not, production's not that fast on them, to be fair. I suppose the thing I've got to remember is I'm on hard mode, and just because I've been making very good money on the pellets, the wood pellets, they produce very quickly. But we'll see. You know, watermelon payday. Will it be? Won't it be? Until they take them away and assess them and then pay us for them, we're not going to know. Let's grab this, put it on the back. And I'll move this out of the way. Yeah. It's been a long time coming, building up to this. I feel like I've been moving watermelon pallets for well, that's been months, hasn't it, I suppose, when you think about it. When did we start doing them? Was it November? We're into March now, so it has been a while. Right, that'll do. Let's have a bit of a chin wag and see if we can't negotiate. It's a yes. They are interested. We get to load up. I'm just thinking, actually, can I get those? I'm not sure. Okay, well, the representative has gone off to go and grab a coffee from the diner, so we've been told to load up. They're going to take him off, and we'll get a price. How do we do this? If I put it that way. It's pretty cool, actually. Frey Farms, if you look them up online, a lot of their facilities where they're growing and their distribution hubs and that kind of stuff, supply centres, use like old converted school buses and all stuff very much like this. It's really cool. Right. Hence why they sent this out. It's a lovely motor, isn't it? Very nice. Right then. Let's see how this goes, shall we? I don't know if I can get these on. I suppose what I could do is put them on and then push forward, maybe. I'm sure I think how far the reach will be on this. Can you get between them? Just. This will be interesting. I wonder how much this we can get on there. I don't know if it's long enough to get all of it on, but we can certainly give it a go. I'm going to have to give some of them a shove. I think they're all leaning to one side, aren't they, by the look of it? It's just poor stacking on my part. No, not liking that. Oh, come on, really? not that going that one. It's better. Now, could I have used pallet forks? Yeah, I could. It's easier to use these. I know I kind of default to these. I have done my fair share. As I often do on a lot of Let's Plays, I will start with forks, as I did with this, and then decided, you know what, let's get these. It doesn't seem to be as nicely done. Could do with a telehandler, really. That would work, wouldn't it? Or what I'll do is switch over to forks when I need to push the whole lot forward. Did I get forks? I did get some forks. I switched out for the ones I originally bought. I can't remember if I said that or not. They just weren't working for me because they didn't move in and out. The ones that come with the W20. Unfortunately, was not a good fit. Well, I thought the sides came down on this, but I could be misremembering again. There are so many little lorries and trailers and things that look like this. Nope. Look, it's just right here. We're off this side, aren't we? First two went in like a glove, but this not so much. Okay, that's better. Nope. Thought we had it. Thought we had it. What? Whoa! What? Oh, well, that's just brilliant. Looks like Frey Farms don't want our watermelon. Oh man. This is going to be a problem. Okay, I need to spend some time tidying all this up, don't I? I managed to get it sorted. I also worked out, I just had to change the tip side. It was on tip side back, so when you do it, it opens the back one. If you do tip side left and then open cover, it will open the side one. So I managed to do it that way and put them on this way. I put them on like that and strapped them down straight away. We seem to be right. I'm just not sure whether I'm going to get them in. Maybe. We'll see. I've been switching between the pallet forks and the big bag handler, simply because as I've been dragging them out, they haven't been quite lined up properly. So I've just been trying to tidy the piles up a little bit like that where we've got a gap. Just giving them a little bit of a nudge, just a little bit of assistance where needed, and then switching back to the other ones just a little bit. Hopefully. Just so I can tidy the stacks up just enough. Maybe they'll go on neatly when they're as untidy as they are. I'm just thinking what I could have done and possibly should have done was, as I was putting these on, like I say, if I had had a telehandler, I could have just pushed the boom and then shoved them all up. I'm terrified that if I close this side up, undo the straps to push from this end, the whole lot's going to catapult into the air and it's going to be carnage because I've got some big gaps there. Had those gaps been closed up, I probably... It's going to be close regardless, but we'll see how we go. Finesse with a wheel loader. That seems to be okay. Right. I'm not going to get it all on. I've got another 8 pallets over there. And I could spread them around on top and have a third stack, but I think I might be overloading it a little bit. So we'll send it off with what it's got. And then we'll get paid for that at some point. And then when they come back, we'll stick the last 8 on, and then obviously we'll just carry on. We've got watermelon going. I have been considering as well, because the greenhouse thing's been going all right, I know I did a lot of greenhouses on the Western Wilds, but I did regular crops, you know, with the Tana ones. But it's part of, oh, who are the ones? Oh, the one where I got the pack that's got the, it's got this facility. It's a greenhouse one. If we go into here and we go to productions and greenhouses, we've got, not those ones. What are they? These multi-crop greenhouse packs. Because we can do... Is it these ones? No, which ones was I thinking? No. There was a set that does... it might be these. Yeah, we can do peppers. Peppers and cucumber. And onions. So I thought we could do that. Because I haven't done those before, so I think if I put a couple of these in, we could do some peppers. It kind of fits in what we got, and I think maybe using a bit of land here, so we can have a couple with watermelon, then we can have pepper, onion, and cucumber. It does lettuce, strawberry and tomato, as the regular ones do, but that's a little bit different to doing like regular crop types, which technically should be in the ground, whereas peppers and cucumbers, I mean onions, yeah, I suppose should be in fields, but there's no reason at all why we couldn't do this in greenhouse. My granddad used to grow his on an allotment, so shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, so we'll do that. Oh, the other thing I was to say was, thank you to... What was I say? Was it Baron Papa? Or was it Michael? Was it Barris? So many people have messaged me about the sheep, when I said about the sheep. And I wasn't sure because it only said grass, about them taking hay. And a few people messaged me, but I had a direct message. And it said that, yeah, it won't be a problem. Oh, it might have been Heavy Metal Gaming. Like I say, so many people direct message me all the time, whoops. And as it's turned out, if we go down to our, no, we go up to our milk sheep, they're 100% productive. We've got 111 litres of milk. And as you can see, the feed hasn't gone down. It's still saying 20,000 litres because of that hay bale that I put in there. It's gradually munching through the hay bale, so my capacity is staying full all the time until that bale obviously runs out. So it was a good call we put it in there anyway, but thank you to the people that reached out and said that you know, don't worry, it will take hay, so that's really cool. The other thing I want to do as well, because I don't do this as often as I should do, and that's shout out to Scott, David, James, John, Peter, Richard, Chuck, did I say Tony? Tony, Greg, Mark, Stephen, Heather, everyone for their generosity. Thank you so much. You are incredibly kind. As are all the people that hit me up with well wishes, kind comments, and just generally being nice people. I appreciate that massively. So let's see if we can get these on. Need to like. It's only trouble with wheel loaders, especially articulated ones. Actually, saying that, aren't all wheel loaders articulated? I'm just trying to think. It's telehandlers that aren't always. You know what? We might just squeak this on. I think we might have done it, you know. By Jove, I think we might have done it. Oh, it doesn't seem too happy. I'm not sure whether or not that's going to close. Now, do I take the chance of giving that a shove, or is this going to go horribly wrong? And we're going to have this last one. Oh no, okay, we might be alright. That was a bit of a heavier shove than I was hoping to do. That one and that one. We're on! So, like I say, those last 8, and then any move forward from now, I assume they're going to come out regularly and sort us out. So we should be good to go there. Those will get sent off. Once the guy comes back from the cafe, from the diner, he'll go off with those. They go to Poseyville, just off there to the east. They've got their distribution hub, distribution centre, so those will go off He'll get the side up, and then we'll get paid. We got there in the end, anyway. Whew. So, ploughing. Let's go up to that field. I've got a chainsaw, haven't I? I did buy one. Let's get up there and get that done. I just realised as well, I'm quite frustrated with myself. The bit where you've probably just seen, actually, I'm just thinking I haven't edited yet, where I took all the stuff to the biogas plant, the silage. I was talking the whole way through that, all that section. I was chatting away, talking about all sorts of stuff, and then realised I'd muted my mic. Happy days, wrong side of the road, that would help. Yeah, muted my mic. What a genius move that was. So when this comes to editing, that will probably be silent, unless I decide to talk over. I'm not too sure. Because I can't remember what I was talking about at the time. It was all very interesting stuff, that much I can tell you. It was all very interesting. I was talking about silage prices and yeah, the fact that silage isn't... I've said about it before, haven't I? On FS22, because biogas plants have got a lot more going on with them now, especially now with pumps and hoses and all that kind of stuff as well. But the fact you've got the electricity and the methane, and the fact that once you own it, you get paid per hour as it's processing those. But if it's just a sell point, but whereas before the price for silage was always very good and you could make a load of money. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it's just going to be too wide to go through there. I'm just warning the bridge that I'm coming. Oh no, we should be alright. Oh, hang on. Might scrape the plough on the sides. Oh no, we've got bags of room. Look at that. I was worried about. I need to check the weather forecast as well, because we need to take our winter coat off, don't we? We'll do that at some point. We've got rain coming at some point today. Still no contracts. All that prep work, getting all that herbicide made, it might well be that we won't have any. I can't remember how far up we are. So what I could do with, I can't remember if we've got them on FS22 or not. I know FS19 we had them because I used them when I did the Land Rover trialling on 6 Ashes. Those stakes, you know, the stakes with a... I think we might have actually, I'm trying to think now, is to place those out, pace out and place them out where the edges, the boundaries of the field are, so I know where I can plough to. Because all I'll do at the moment, if I put the map like that, I'll just go into here, and we'll go up to the north, click on there, and I'll just keep checking between the two to see when we've reached our point. So actually we do own part of the track as well. There's that clump of trees there. I didn't realise we had those as well. Ah, that's going to be a problem. I should have cleared those first, really, shouldn't I? Just past here. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we're just inside. So if I follow from here, the road boundary to start off with, we'll go round it all and then we can gradually we'll sort out. It's going to be a problem. Let's unfold that. Now this is the thing as well, we're going to find out whether or not this will work. I can go back a fair bit, I think. Yes, if I could come out and I'll just do that like a bit of a site survey and put posts out. Right, then we might be on the boundary here. It will tell me whether I can or can't, but I have to be careful as well, because when it comes to harvesting, if you're right by the boundary, it doesn't always like it. Right, allow create fields. Let's drop that down. Okay, we're okay. And is it going to pull it? Yes, maybe. Okay, no, we're alright. Oh, stones. We get to pick stones up. I just suddenly realised. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but we do get to pick them up. So we're doing a little bit that side, but I'll leave that as grass at the moment. We'll plough up the side of here. Those trees are going to come out. I can get across the back of there, can I? No, probably not. We'll go across and we'll just work out where we can get to. Well, it'll be the tree line on the other side. I know I can go further out the other side, but can I get down past here? Let's drop that down. Let me go past. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to get there. Okay. Drop that down. It's not pretty, but it's doing what we need it to. Go across the top here. Come on. You can do it, plucky John Deere. There we go. It's not going to be the straightest line you've ever seen. And I don't mind. I know whenever I've done this, and I always say that it's not going to be a straight line, and people have messaged me with all different really clever ideas of how you can get a worker to give you a straight line, and if you use another piece of equipment, I think one of them was a cultivator or something as well. And I really do appreciate it. But on all honesty, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me whether the lines mega straight or not. So I'll go right up to that tree because, like I say, we're going to take a load of these out, and I'm going to go down to where I'm going to leave the bit where the water course is, our drainage. I'm going to follow along the edge here actually, so this is going to be a little bit wiggly, but it's all right. And then we can come and we can get stones out at some point too. What I'll do with those, might just take them to the debris crusher and sell them. Oh, okay, didn't think that was, I thought it was part of a bush, but apparently it's not. It's a shrubbery. Let's have a look. Can we... Oh my God, I wonder, I get rid of... Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, hang on. I've got to cut there, I've got to cut a little bit higher so I can see the... So I can see the stump, otherwise that could be a problem. Cut them a bit small enough, they'll disappear. Come on. How else am I trying to get this bit? There we go. So that stump's got to go, mustn't forget that. Because there are some trees that we should be able to get down all right. What we're going to have like that. I just want to get myself a bit of a boundary really, so I know where I can get going from. And then I say off camera I'll spend a bit of time, we'll clear out the trees. Some of them will cut down no problem at all. Some of these ones here, when I did the other bit of forestry, they took me ages. I spent hours because they're not that straightforward to do, and you have to cut all the limbs off. And we did alright wood chip wise, like I said, I got way more wood chips. I'm just thinking with the amount of trees that are here, whereas with the other one where we were thinning, hang on. Oh, have we gone past? How have I managed to go past the boundary? I don't own that other plot. We need to head across. Oh, actually, we might be pretty much in line with where we were. Just looking across there. Let's go straight from here and see how we go. Say straight. Come on. getting there. Just give it a bit more grunt. Give it some more beans. There we go. Actually, we're going to line up almost perfectly. What are the odds of that, eh? Okay, that's given up. How about that? That'll do. I think I'm very close to the boundary of where I can. When I come to harvesting, that could be a bit of a problem. We'll see. I'll plough up there and I'm going to cut a couple of those trees down and then we'll sort out, like I say, off camera we'll sort out a wood chipper. And then, actually, yeah, while I'm doing that, hopefully the guy will have taken our stuff. We should get a bit of a cash boost in a little while. We shall see. Can I go back? No, it doesn't go backwards. Whereas the other one does. This one doesn't plough in the backwards motion. We can go backwards. We should be lifting it. Well, it's given us another job to do as well. Then we've collecting stones. Go through that gap. Okay. Yeah, I've got a long reach. I think I've got that in my description actually. Just another reminder, all the mods I'm using are in the description for the video. But I can't now. I'm just thinking whether or not I've got this listed. Are these cut? That could be a problem. This one? Yeah, it will. Oh, that, okay. Oh, that just disappears. Cool. This one? Not sure. No, that's just should just be a bush. Let's go with that. Get as low as I can. Maximise the amount of wood chips we can get. Or lumber. I mean, I can sell either really. I'll cut that one that way, I think. It's going to be quite a process. I'm just thinking time-wise. Whoa! Might have just dented the John Deere cab a little bit. That one's a little bit bigger, so I wonder if that's going to disappear as well. Okay, that was odd. Oh no. Cool. Oh, I'm a lot higher up than I was hoping I was going to get. Okay, well that's a few down. Oh, I suppose I should just carry on really, shouldn't I? So now I'm in that zone again, that obsessive compulsive Must finish, must finish. Just not a bad size here. If we go all the way across there as well, if we can, I'm definitely putting sunflower in it. We should do all right. What just happened? That, hang on. That was supposed to be mega payday. What? Watermelon. What happened to the price of watermelon? That was nuts before. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Huh, that's a karma moment for you, isn't it? I'm curious now, because I think when I did my testing I was on normal. Not even at normal. Should have been better than that. Oh man. What was that all for? I could have sworn when I set those up I checked the prices and the prices were way better. Oh blimey, well that's a bit of disappointment. So it was not watermelon payday? No, not so much. 28,000 litres of watermelon, 9 grand. Actually, sorry, I'm going to check now. Where's all the prices for those other ones? Peppers, that's a bit better. Onion, not so great. Cucumber, not so great. Oh man. Oh, croquettes. Maybe we should go down that route. I've got some potatoes. We could do that potato factory because some of that stuff, stuffed baked potatoes. Croquettes though, that's not bad. Not at the moment, it's not, but it plummets through the year and then gets great in the winter. To say I'm bitterly disappointed is an understatement. Can you tell from my voice? Oh man. I've been bigging it up, I've been building it up. Can't wait to get the contract. We're going to make a fortune. And then that's a bitter disappointment. That's where we're going to end this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it more than I have. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching. It hadn't sold all of them. It's only sold half of them. I went to check because I was working out the money in my head and I thought that can't be right. Well, I mean, still it's 18 grand. It's better than nothing, I suppose.